Well, welcome to our second installment of product prioritization technique videos. And as promised, this is a part 2, and we'll be learning RICE method. And from the previous videos, we have learned Moscow method, and in this video, we'll be learning RICE method. In the subsequent, we'll be covering all these product prioritization frameworks. And just to make this very clear in this video as well, this is an installment where we'll be helping aspiring and current product managers to build a strong foundation for each of this method in terms of having understanding of each and every factor, the theoretical knowledge. And once we are done with this exercise, we will get into deep dive. We'll be learning each and every concept as well as applying those concepts in the real problem. So let's stay with us for more videos. So what is the rice scoring model and what does it stand for? Well, first of all, little bit of history because everyone is going to say that. So let me also repeat the same. Well, it is said that it is a intercom which come up with this rice scoring model, and they basically started using this rice scoring to prioritize the ideas. And how the scoring work is it basically score gives a score to your feature or initiatives. They started giving their features on initiative a score based on the factors that rice consists of. Rice stand for reach, impact, confidence, and effort. And based on that, they started giving assessing which one needs to be given priority, and that's what this rice stand for: reach, impact, confidence, and effort. And this is how the scoring model looks like currently. But what is more important as a product manager for us is to understand what does this each factor means and how do I calculate it. And that's what we are going to learn here. And as a part of a rice scoring model, these are the very question that is important for you to consider when you are thinking and measuring your product feature based on this. First is a reach. If you're thinking about your product feature, you have to understand like how many user will benefit will like how many users will be using this particular feature. For example, let me give an example here. If you're starting with an autocorrect spelling feature, like if I'm typing my spelling wrongly, it automatically corrects and put the right word. So how many people would be able to use this? Well, and if this is a feature that I want to include in my like let's support Microsoft Word, they don't have that, but now I'm talking about this feature. Well, it is something that a no user will have to do anything because it automatically correct the spelling whenever they dictate it's a wrong spelling. So I see that whoever is using my Microsoft Word will be able to use that. Versus if I thinking about a feature that let users of my MS Word to convert that Word document into Excel or a PDF. Well, you have to identify and calculate that differently. Like not everyone who is using Word doc will be interested into converting their file into PDF. So you have to understand and calculate that figure. It could be in thousands, it could be in millions, or it could be even in the billion, as good as your product is selling. That's number one. So the reach is very important, is to understand how you are doing this. And if it is a B2C, it would be millions and lakhs and thousands could be the easy number. But if it is a B2B product or a feature that we are talking about, the number could be very different. Second factor is the impact. Here impact means is to understand how much will our user benefit from this feature. The example is same like autocorrect spelling. I would say that it has very high impact that automatically people who are typing wrongly, the spelling would be corrected and they would not be embarrassed by wrong spelling. And this is a really good feature that I see that it have a high impact. Versus exporting my Word doc as a Excel or a PDF, I would say that hey, not everyone is using that, might not be that a great feature, medium impact. So you have to understand and give a impact scoring to each of the factors, each of the feature. And third factor is very important. It basically judge how confident you are about your reach and impact score, and you have to give your confidence percentage or some pointers that you could give. One for it could lies from 0 to 1, One could be that you're 100% confident, and zero could be you're not at all confident about your reach and impact score. And fourth is an effort. Effort is about how much effort that your team is going to do in order to deliver this particular feature. It could be in a month, it could be in weeks, it could be in also in hours, but efforts is also important. So let's start with this thing, and let's deep dive to understand each of these factor really well. The first is reach. It's more about answering the following basic question: how many users will be able to use this thing, and if they are they impacted with this given feature or not within this given time frame. So why it is very important is to understand the reach, is that then only we will be able to decide if this particular feature is going to have that reach and desirability or not. The reach factor. The impact is also same, is about understanding the level of impact it has on the user. Like is it really helpful for the user, or all the users going to find it useful, versus like how useful you think that particular product is. And it's all it could be, you could be biased toward putting it as a very high. And the one way that I have found, and I have also recommending, and veterans are using this, is to directly ask the user, like, how do you think, how would you judge this particular feature? Do you think that it's a very you find it very useful, or you kind of find it useful and you are okay even if you don't have it? Then you could obviously put it as a low impact, and low impact and very low impact feature. And confidence is also one factor. Factor is about accessing your confidence level with reach and impact. The values could be from 100%, 1 to 0. Think out like this: very high percent, I actually like to give it this range, and it doesn't really matter as long as you are maintaining the same scale. It could be anything. I have given as a 20 difference. You could put 100% as a very high confidence and 95% as a high confidence. It doesn't really matter. The point is, you have to use the same scale all throughout when you are scoring your features. And effort is about assessing the level of engineering, designing, UI team, and whoever is involved in development of that particular feature. um, you have to calculate that in the, you could calculate that in the number of hours, sprint, months, whatever suits for you. And depending on that, you have to use this formula, right, to see whether you are able to use it or not, this formula. Okay, and that's it. If you have liked our video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos.